Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead. We are here to do another Walking Dead Universe Q&A video. We're going to be talking about Dead City. We're going to talk about Hershel getting captured and how do we think that comes about. We're also going to talk about Fear the Walking Dead having a new episode tomorrow on AMC+.
Your parents, they could still be out there.
Our parents abandoned us! Nowhere to go, Morgan. Why are you really here?
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video today. This one's going to be doing another video for the Walking Dead universe. We are here to do another Q&A video for you guys. Figured we'd do a bit of a mix-up one for today. We're going to go through some Dead City questions, some Fear the Walking Dead questions, and more. Because, of course, the last one was a Fear Q&A, and I like to do those every week, especially while the show is on. But I also figured I did get a lot of questions for the Walking Dead franchise just in general from you guys. So we're going to gather up the few comments that I did get from you guys. I actually do have quite a few to go through for today, so let's get into it with the first one, starting off with Tyler, who says, Dan, do you think that the reason why Hershel got captured in the first episode of Dead City is because he was going out there on a revenge quest to kill Negan? Or do you think it's some other kind of reason? Now, how and why did Hershel get captured? That is a very, very good question. And I'm going to make this one pretty simple. I think that Maggie and Hershel were out on a supply run to build for the future, because she was talking about that in season 11. I do not think that Hershel was out there on his own, because we see a clip of him in the trailer where he was getting captured, where he was getting taken, right? And Maggie saw this and she was screaming out loud, like, please don't take him, please don't do this, that type of thing. So I think that they were definitely out there on some sort of supply run. I think it's going to be a very generic reason, I hate to admit. He gets taken, and of course, we have to now get him back, right? Now, I don't think he was going out there to try to kill Negan. I don't think it was anything to do with that. I think that if he runs into Negan in Dead City, which I'm sure he will, because I'm sure he's going to survive, though I'm sure there'll be time for conflict, but I don't think he was going out there on his own. I think Maggie was with him, and they were just looking for supplies, trying to build for the future, etc., etc. You know, it's been a few years since the whole war with the Commonwealth ended, so they're just able to kind of go out there now and scavenge and kind of just do their own thing, and everything's kind of okay, right? So that's what I think it was. I don't think Hershel was going out there on a revenge quest, although I'm sure he's going to confront Negan at some point very soon, for sure. Next one comes from Darvid, who says that, Dan, do you think that we will see Rick's story conclude in the only 6 episodes of the Walking Dead Summit, same with Michonne, or do you think that they will appear in some other kind of Walking Dead show? Now, as of right now, I have to say no, and only because of the reason that I have to say that is because Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrero have both come out and already have confirmed that this will conclude the story of Rick and Michonne. So it's very weird to me that that would be the case, seeing how there's only 6 episodes and there's still so much we have to see. We have to see the reunion with Daryl. We have to see the reunion with his kids. We have to see, you know, so many things that I don't think we're going to get in Summit. So while I want to say no, and factually I have to say no, because that's what they're telling us, is that this is the end of Rick and Michonne's story, which is complete bullshit, might I add. But I want to believe, as a Walking Dead fan, that we will see the reunion between Rick and Daryl, that we will see a reunion with Rick and his family. You know, I'm going to say yes, even though I don't believe myself when I say yes, because they're making it seem like this really is the end of their journey. But I'm going to go ahead and say yes anyway, because we need more story with them. So yes, I think we'll see more of Rick after the end of Summit, for sure. Next one comes from Paul, who says that, Dan, do you think that Fear the Walking Dead is going through the same situation that Season 6 went through, where Ian and Andrew were not good enough writers, quote-unquote, to actually write the season? So do you think that, just like Season 6 of Fear, they hired a ghostwriter on the down low for the final season of the show? That might explain why we are getting King County, why we're getting actual decent writing for once of Fear the Walking Dead. Do you think that's the case, or do you think that maybe no, the writers are just smarting the hell up, basically? So, I definitely think there's some co-writing going on here, or not co-writing, ghostwriting going on here, right? Because Ian and Andrew are, here's the thing, and I like to specify this every time I talk about them. Ian and Andrew as people, as human beings, I have nothing against them. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're very nice people. I'm sure they're very nice people to talk to. I have nothing against them as people. But for their writing skills, I think they're absolutely terrible. And I have to say that, you know. And you know what? Maybe their writing isn't even all that bad. Maybe they would do good on something like Disney or something like, you know what I mean? Like other genres. But they just don't know how to write zombie content. And that's all right. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I couldn't sit here and write a medical drama. You know what I mean? I could never sit here and write a medical drama type of series because I would have no fucking idea what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So their writing style just doesn't fit with the zombie apocalypse, I guess is what I should say. But here's what I'll say about it, right? They definitely are hiring some sort of ghostwriters. And I mean that in season 6 with the whole Morgan thing and, you know, the end is the beginning. That was not at all anywhere close to the writing style of Fear Season 5. Same thing when you look at Fear Season 7, you look at the Strand, you know, Tower radiation story, and then you look at Season 8 with King County and, you know, getting all these callbacks and getting all this, you know, references to old Fear and even the main Walking Dead and Morgan going clear mode and stuff. Yeah, there's definitely some ghostwriting going on here, and I think it's the same one that did Fear Season 6. On the down low, which is rumored to be David Alper. I think that there is some ghostwriting going on, and I'm not even mad because here's the thing. Fear Season 8 for the final season cannot have these two writers writing this in its entirety. They cannot have that happen. They can't screw up a final season. That's something that they absolutely cannot do. So yeah, definitely, I think Fear is going through a little bit of ghostwriting for sure, and I think that's what we're seeing. Another one comes from one AT something. I'm sorry, there's a lot to your name. But they say, Dan, do you think we're actually going to see a flashback of what's going on with the characters on the rafts? Do you think like we're going to actually see footage of when our characters were taken by Padre when they were on the rafts? No, I do not. And why do I think we're not going to see that? Well, for a few reasons. Fear the Walking Dead in Season 3 did not show us what happened after the dam explosion. They skipped by it. They told us. They did not show us. Same thing with Fear the Walking Dead Season 7, I think, to be honest. I think that they will tell us what happened, which they kind of already did in 801, that Victor was not there when Padre took our characters on the rafts. I think they're going to take them on the rafts off screen, and the characters that are there, well, they'll be there, and the characters that are not on screen, which is appearing that, you know, Sarah is probably not going to be in Season 8, they'll just never show us again, to be honest. I really think that's all it is. I really think that Fear the Walking Dead, and I mean, here's the thing about the show. It's one of those shows where they don't show you, they tell you, which is unfortunate. It's one of my biggest flaws with Fear the Walking Dead is it's always tell you, not show you type of thing. I think that's a very bad idea in writing style, but again, to each their own. I think in entertainment and in TV shows, unless you have a fantastic actor performance explaining to you how everything happened and you don't need to see it, then that's fine. But I would say 90 to 95% of the time, you have to see what happens to understand the story. And if there's a part that's left out, it becomes confusing, you know what I mean? And I really want to know, you know, where Victor went. And I'm sure we're going to learn that. But are we actually going to go back to see them on the rafts? No, I don't think we will, to be honest. Next one comes from TV Freak, who says that, Dan, do you think that we're going to see a brand new Daniel in Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, a more badass version of himself? And also, what do you think his arc will be with Victor this season? I have stated this before, and I'm sure a few people are going to call me kind of out there for this one, but just hear me out. I would absolutely love if one of those two killed each other. I really would. And personally for me, I would love it if Daniel finally put Strand down. You know what I mean? Strand maybe starts raising hell this season. You know what I mean? Trying to work with Padre, trying to do this bullshit. And he has a reunion with Madison. Madison kind of defends him, but Daniel has enough of his bullshit. You know what I mean? Now, here's the problem with that, though, at the same time. Is Daniel going to remember? Is Daniel still going to have memory issues? You know what I mean? It's like, we'll have to see. We'll have to see where his mental state is at. But I would love to see them have some sort of final confrontation, and Daniel takes him down. To me, that would be ideal. Strand killing Daniel, that would be very, very, very weird considering where the story has gone. But I think Daniel finally killing Strand would be a very fantastic conclusion. Because here's the thing, I'm kind of finished with the Strand character, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I like him, you know what I mean? I like Strand's character, but I'm a little burnt out on what they did with him in Season 7. Capturing, like, these kids and making them his own, you know what I mean? Wanting Morgan's baby to be his and stuff, and going around being like, bring me the baby, and bring me the baby, and Alicia, I was never going to make you love me, you know? It's like, what the hell did they do to his character? Like, seriously, this is not the Victor Strand that I I knew from a few seasons ago, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. But a fight between them two and Daniel finally takes him down, I would love that. That would be absolutely fantastic. And the last one comes from Jay, who says that, Dan, do you think Rick and Michonne will ever interact with any Fear the Walking Dead characters? In any way, shape, or form. I've said this many times, I need a reunion between Rick and Morgan. It's seeming like it's unlikely right now, given how Lenny James is probably leaving the Morgan character for good. But I think that would be fantastic, you know what I mean? I would also love to see Rick meet Madison. I know that's a very out there one, but Rick meeting Madison, both leads of both shows meeting each other, that would be fantastic. That's my big ask right now, is that Rick meets Madison. That would be incredible. I would love that. And also another one that would be very cool is, what if like Madison met like someone like Negan or something, you know what I mean? Or, you know, some of our other characters met, like, I don't know, Strand met Negan, or like other weird things like that. You know, I think that would be really cool. So definitely, a lot of possibilities, a lot of potential stuff that they could do, but that's my thoughts. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about all these questions? What are your answers to them yourselves? Of course, do you think that Maggie and Hershel were out there to try to kill Negan originally, or do you think they were just simply out there on a supply run? And what are your thoughts on Padre so far? And are you excited, by the way, too, because tomorrow we have a new episode of Fear the Walking Dead airing on AMC+. So, of course, tomorrow we will be doing the review for episode 2. Make sure to stay tuned for that, and I'm looking forward to it, guys. Very, very exciting stuff. Sounds like it'll be a cool episode 2 with June, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. So, very excited for that. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos for The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead franchise. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.